Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another Movies That Are Praised or Misunderstood month. And this is another misunderstood movie from 2006. It was a box office disaster, which it sucks because this movie was so fun. And it's a family superhero adventure movie called Zoom, a superhero academy or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, this film is not as bad as the critics make it out to be. They gave it like a really low percentage on Rotten Tomatoes. It failed at the box office. It has like a 4.3 on IMDb, which is very sad because I would say this movie is what Fan Four Stick should have been. Just as a little, you know, heads up. It has a really good cast. I like Tim Allen's in the movie as Captain Zoom. I like him as an actor. I never hated him. This is not a Razzie worthy performance. I've seen worse from him. You have freaking Rip Torn. You have Courtney Cox as a doctor. You have Kevin Zegers. You have Kate Mara is in this movie, and she has more to do than in Fan Four Stick. She doesn't have a shitty wig or anything. She has telekinetic powers like Jean Grey in the X-Men. You have Spencer Breslin, who's he's a fat kid that expands his body like a balloon. Some of the CG's wonky, I admit that, but he's a good character. You have freaking what's it Ryan Newman as a young girl named Princess. She has super strength like Supergirl. It's very cute in this movie. I think she's adorable. Now she's legal, so she's even cuter now. And there's this other actor that he has he's Houdini because he can disappear and do like magic tricks in a way. And I forgot the actor's name, but he's a Canadian actor because the film was shot in Canada, but it's a lot of fun. This movie, I thought it was funny at times. I like the premise is basically Sky High, but instead of Captain Zoom is basically recruiting young kids to be superheroes, and because he couldn't stop his brother concussion, played by Kevin Zegers, he kind of betrays him and leaves him for you know evil. And basically, I like the premise that he's training them. It's like the X-Men or Sky High or even Harry Potter, but instead of wizards and sorcerers, you have superheroes. And the film was fun. There's some fun dialogue in the movie. I don't think it's horrible. Believe me, I've seen way worse. I like some of the effects on the spaceship that they ride in. There's a product placement where they go to Wendy's and they order some food. I love Wendy's. I've always loved it since I was a kid, and it's not like in Man of Steel where that. Yes, I'm bringing that up just once that where they freaking fly into an IHOP and it has no purpose in the movie. It's just, oh, let's just put a bunch of product placement in one scene. It's one of the stupidest scenes in a movie I've seen in years, dude. At least in this movie, they're ordering food from Wendy's and they want Frosties and everything. That's fine. If you show people going to a restaurant eating, that's cool. If they go to a restaurant and destroy it and it has serves no purpose, then it's stupid. Or like in Transformers 4 where Marky Mark sees a bunch of Bud Lights, pops it open, and he drinks it, and that's just stupid. That's not even needed. I mean, and he doesn't drink. That's why it's Bud Light. But anyway, this movie is a lot of fun. I like the chemistry with the cast. I like that the Kate Mara has things to do in this movie. She's fun. She's actually tough, but she's not a freaking. See, here it makes sense that she has telekinetic powers. In freaking X-Men, Jean Grey should have telekinetic powers, but her becoming the Phoenix just doesn't work for me. Here, if Kate Mara was the Phoenix, I would have liked it a lot better because I like her as an actress. She was in Iron Man 2. She was great in 127 Hours. She was one of the only things in Fan Four Stick that even, could have worked. Like, because she's actually white, unlike Jessica Alba. But she had nothing to do. Here, she has things to do. She falls in love with one of the heroes, which is cool. It's a subtle, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. It's not freaking Twilight where I'm suffering with the freaking romance. The kids are cute, Spencer Breslin and Ryan Newman. Tim Allen is giving a performance. He's not sleepwalking in the movie. They gave him a Razzie. I don't know why, because that year they butchered him because he did Shaggy Dog, he did this, and he did the Santa Claus 3. But I would say this is not his worst performance. Not even close. But anyway, I like the film. I think it's underrated. I don't think it's a horrible movie. I would definitely love to own this on DVD because it's Sky High is better, but I think this film is definitely kind of a decent successor to that, even though it wasn't a box office hit. It was released in like August in 2006. That summer, there were already other superhero movies at that time. You had X-Men: The Last Stand, disappointing, but it made money. You had Superman Returns. I'm not letting it go. I like that movie. It made money. I like Brandon Routh a lot better than Henry Cavill. Enough said. Also, you had in 2006. I think there was another movie. No, there wasn't Punisher. There wasn't a Spider-Man movie, not yet. Those were just a couple of that I can think off the top of my head. DC didn't have anything except Superman, and I liked Returns. But this movie, it's fun. Like, it has a decent premise, decent visuals, except for, when the kid blows up at like a balloon with his head, it looks really ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of. Some of the actors do get underused. Like, I mean, you have Wilder Valderrama in the movie. He didn't need to be there. Alexis Bledel is uncredited. I can't stand her. Thank God she's not in the movie that much. Rip Torn is pretty good in the film. Courtney Cox, I wish she had more to do in the movie because I like her. I've always liked her from the Scream movies and from Friends. I think she's a good actress. Even in Masters of the freaking Universe, she had more to do. And I liked her in that movie, even though she cries and is scared a lot. I like her as an actress. I definitely do. I miss her. Um, her brother Alexis Arquette passed away, I think, like a couple years ago, and rest in peace, Alexis Arquette. Even though you were part of the LGBTQ, but that's not important. A living life is a living life. But anyway, she's good in the movie. She has, I think she also has powers as well, and she has a decent rapport with Tim Allen. I don't think they're not like in love with each other, but there's decent chemistry there. It's not the worst thing ever. And like I said, this is better. I'd rather see this than Catwoman. I'd rather see this than freaking Fan Four Stick. I'd rather see this than the Amazing Spider-Man movies. This movie is short. It's not 2 hours long. It doesn't get melodramatic in a way that makes you feel, like awful inside. And also, it's not dark and gritty like Man of Steel or the Nolan trilogy or freaking Suicide Squad. At least this movie knows what it is. Warner Brothers. It knows what it is. It knew to be fun and lighthearted for kids and for adults that were going to take their kids to see. The two people that went to see this movie. I didn't see this in the theater. I wanted to though. I like the premise. I like the cast. I like the dialogue. I like the some of the special effects. Even the product placement didn't bother me. Like I said, Wendy's, awesome place. Papa John, that can suck it because I hate Papa John. And Bud Light, I don't drink. And the Krispy Kreme donuts shit from Power Rangers. Why would they do that in a freaking superhero movie? A freaking ad for Krispy Kreme donuts. Tevya, I know you like that movie, but why did they do that? Why? Freaking donuts. Krispy Kreme, you can't even go get Krispy Kreme donuts anymore. Now you have to like go to airports to get it there. And I'm like, I like Dunkin' Donuts a lot more. But anyway, this film is fun. It's got a fun cast of people that I liked. I think it's underrated. I don't think it deserved to bomb. With all the movies that came out in 2006, and this movie was a bomb. The Da Vinci Code made more than this. That's some religious bullshit propaganda about, some fan fiction of which I'm not going to get into, but that is just stupid. It was based on a book that was stupid. That movie should have never made money. And then it spawned two sequels, Angels and Demons and Inferno, which my friend hated. Good, because Felicity Jones ain't worth your time, dude. She can suck it. I would take Courtney Cox any day over Felicity Jones, because at least Courtney's been doing it for a long time. And she's beautiful, and she's in her 50s now. Still looks smoking hot. I liked her and David Arquette together in the Scream movies, and I like her in this movie. She's a scientist and she's not as laughable as some say like Tara Reid in a freaking Alone in the Dark. Oh my god, that movie was awful. But this movie's not horrible. Go shut your brain off. Go in knowing it's a family film. It's not going to be blood or curse words or freaking sexuality. It's just a fun kids movie, family film with superheroes, and it's not horrendous. I've seen way worse. Sean, this movie is not as bad as Son of the Mask. That movie was an abortion. That movie hurts thinking about. It's not that. This is at least lighthearted and fun. And if you gave it a chance, it's worth your time. It's at least a one watch for some people. But I watch it over and over because I like the cast, and it should have been a huge hit. It should have been at least a decent sized hit. With all the crappy films that came out in '06, this is not one of them, in my opinion. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I hope you give Zoom a chance. It's not has nothing to do with the villain from Flash, but it is a fun movie, and I wish it would have done better. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next review.